everyone? Wanted to go ahead and get this video done. I've been kind of busy. First it was relaxing, and now back to training that I have not had time to shoot the second video of this series. From Firearm Novice to Tactical Game Contender in 3 months. So here we are. This video is gonna be kind of long just because I don't feel like breaking it up into multiple pieces, because there's so many videos that I need to catch everybody up on, and people have been asking, like, they want to see my journey. People are wanting to do tactical games, they want to see what it took, and it only took me 3 months to get it done. And I will add, those 3 months happened because I had the dedication to get it done, but two, my firearm instructors who are special forces. So I pretty much had one-on-one training, or sometimes both of them, with special forces, one active, individuals to prepare me for tactical games. And one of my instructors actually competed before years ago and won. So he had the experience, he knew what it took for me to make this happen, and believed that both of them believed I can do it in 3 months. So that's how we got here. So they kind of start you from the beginning. I started training for tactical games because I wanted something else. I felt like I was kind of like buying gear and buying things and kind of like doing some things at the range or where we were training at, but I wasn't really being tested the way I normally like to be tested. So I started looking into other things I could get into to kind of give me that push I wanted. I also at the same time was looking for a community of women, because when I go shooting, I'm around guys all the time, 99% guys, which is fine. I'm totally fine with that, but I wanted some women. So both of those were kind of happening at the same time, and that's how I found out about the Warrior Women International. And then I saw they were having an event in Texas. And they were going to be like at the Tactical Game Nationals, and they were going to have the helicopter and all that stuff. And as a girl who, actually, let me show you this book, Shoot Like a Girl, about a helicopter pilot who wants to eventually become a helicopter pilot, because I just want to fly helicopters for me. I was like, great, they're going to have a helicopter ride and you get to shoot from it? Like, I want to go. So, and I get to meet women and I get to see the tactical game. So it was like a 3-for-1 actually, all happening at the same time. So I started doing my research into tactical games. I was like, what is this? And as I started telling my previous instructors about it, they were like, why are you trying to do that? And I was just like, because I'm into fitness, I'm into firearms, like this is a perfect merge. This is something actually I would love to, not so much start a business, but something I would love to do and introduce other people to, because I believe in that. I believe firearms and fitness all go together. The whole training aspect and everything. So this was like my idea of a test for myself. So when I went to the event, had fun, and I got to see the Tactical Games Nationals up front, I was kind of like, yeah, you can do this. And that was in November. So when I came back home to Florida, I started looking for ways to make it happen. Like the fitness part, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I started trying to figure out how to get some training in, and they did give me a coupon for their app for me to utilize that. I also started talking to my instructors, my previous 2 instructors, because I have 2 new instructors now, but I started talking to them about, helping me get a shooting plan to kind of prepare me for that. And they had never experienced anything like that. So they were like, we can't quite help you. So I began a search, but in the process of a search, I realized that I couldn't just walk into tactical games and shoot without ever shooting a match or competition or anything. So I was always driving back to, because I'm part of Wagunda, I'm their secretary. I was always driving back to Jacksonville from where I live at in Okaloosa County, often to go back for events with Wagunda. And I was there, I forgot why I was there that weekend, but I was there, and we were going to have, they had the, a competition match they have at the last Sunday of every month at this particular range. And one of my instructors pulled out and didn't go. And so the other one was still going, because I was planning on shooting. That was gonna be my first time shooting. I'm actually gonna show you the picture right here of me prepping. My dad took this picture of me and had the funniest comment about it. He sent it to me, and I've kept that picture ever since then, because that was my first time getting ready. I was like packing up all my ammo and everything. And then the next day, my main instructor at the time, he pulled out too. So I was like, damn, this is supposed to be my first time. It's like November 20th, I think, or something like that. I was like, this is supposed to be my first time shooting. And I didn't want to go on my own because I had never did it. I wanted my instructors with me to help guide me through shooting my first match, because I had never like trained for anything. It was just like, I'd always show up to the range. If you watch my old videos, you know, I'm just kind of standing there shooting my shots, checking, you know, oh, got my hits, okay, and that's it. It was nothing with stress or time really related to it. So I went home. Drove back home because I was already almost there when the last instructor pulled out. And I sat down, opened my phone, and I saw an Instagram post from one of my followers, one of the people I followed. I saw that he had placed first place in some kind of like tactical competition, and I saw another person who had placed third place. I was like, who's this person? So I clicked on their profile, saw it, and I was just like, oh shoot, let me follow them too, because obviously they're friends. Immediately I got a message back and was like, they saw my shooting videos and was like, where do you shoot at? Are you shooting out here basically in Okaloosa County? And I said, yeah, I shoot at that same range apparently y'all all shooting at. And he was like, you know, I work for Strategic Dynamics. And I was like, that's so crazy, because I've been following them for a while. I just never like, I don't know, I ran into Matt, who's the owner of it, at the range one day. And I was like, I just started following you. And I never moved forward with it. I just been like watching their page to see like what they were producing and putting out. And then he was like, yeah, I trained with them. Why don't you come out and train? So that was going to be December the 2nd, that coming weekend. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll do that, no problem. So I hit up my other two instructors, like, yo, I just liked this post of this one guy, and I found out he worked for the company I've been following for a while, and I'm going to train with him this weekend. So he had just won a competition that was similar to tactical games. Like, I was really excited because I found somebody who actually had the skills to teach me everything, because it was a combination of both, to teach me everything I could possibly. And I was telling him my goals and stuff. So met up with them. We went over some stuff. He went through all my videos. He already knew what my issues was beforehand, and we worked on them. Let's just say it was a very humbling experience, because both of them are very, very great instructors. And they're very detailed. They pay attention to everything. And he already knew that my draw from holster was garbage. My reloads, garbage. He had already saw all that in the video. So he goes, go ahead and make ready. And I grabbed it, and I like loaded it so weird way. He's like, that's what you do? And I was just like, oh, this is about to be horrible. But it wasn't a bad session at all. It was just that I realized I did have opportunity, but it was okay, because I was like, I'm trying to get better. So if there's opportunities, let's fix this, because I have a goal to try to do this competition in 3 months. And if this needs to be fixed, it needs to be fixed. And we didn't have to fix a lot of stuff. There was I had a pretty good base, as he tells me. There was just some things that were really weird that I was doing. So that was my first session. The following week, I was telling him I was the secretary for Wagunda, and I was also the RSO. So we have range days once a month and all this blah blah blah. So I was telling my one instructor about that. He talked to Matt, the owner of Strategic, and was like telling him about the event. He's like, hey, it's okay if we come? I was like, yeah, sure. So my instructors and me, I drove separately, but they came to Jacksonville to the Wagunda event and got to meet at the time those were still my instructors, got to meet them and everything, because, you know, me and my new instructors all about networking and stuff. We were traveling around meeting and connecting with people. So they came out and shot with us. And then the following week, I went ahead and entered serious training, and that's when they seriously became my instructors. So the first part of getting ready for tactical games was there was a match happening at Element. I wasn't supposed to be there. I had already told them, actually, that was my birthday weekend, the day of the match, my birthday, and I told them I would be in Jacksonville for a shoot. And they were like, maybe you should stay here and you should come out and shoot at this match. So what they were doing was they set the stages up, prepared the stages beforehand, and they wanted to have a couple people ran through the stages just to see how different levels of people, to see how people would complete the stage. I was the most unexperienced person because I had never done that before. So I came out the 15th of December with them, I came out early, kind of helped them finish setting up, and then proceeded to start running through the stages. So you're going to see 3 videos. It was 5 stages. I shot 4 of them. I got video on 3 because my instructor disappeared off somewhere. He had to do something else. They had finished setting up something else. So one of the stages didn't get recorded. I am not going to give a review of how well I did, how things I messed up on. You're just going to get the raw video because this is right here where it started, where I saw the opportunities I needed. There is one stage. I didn't think the very first stage, I don't know if it was my nerves or what. I started shooting. There was a lot of freaking targets. My shoulders gave out. It dropped halfway through, like towards the end of the rifle, and I was struggling. I couldn't keep my shoulders up. And then when I dropped the rifle to switch to pistol, by then I had trigger freeze. And my finger, I couldn't even get my finger to pull the trigger. I was like literally, I had my hand locked up. By then I had to like ran out of ammo and time and all that stuff because that stage was actually supposed to happen in I don't know how many seconds, but I definitely took way longer than that. But they had me run through all day with them for that. And I got my experience because they just wanted to see a baseline, where I was at, how would I react under stress, how would I move. And that's where we built my training plan off of that day, December 15th. December the 16th, my birthday, my 41st birthday. I was back at the range first thing in the morning because I was helping out at Element with stage 5 with my instructor. The reason why he had me come out there and I was fine with it on my birthday, he said, you're going to get to see every single shooter. He's like, you're going to have beginner shooters, you're going to have some intermediate shooters, and you're going to have some GMs out there. And every person who shot that match at Element came through stage 5, and I got to watch every single person. I also was a spotter for some of the long range, because my stage, actually, yeah, there was 2 long range stages, and I was on one of them, and I was a spotter, so I got experience doing that also. I got a lot of experience that weekend. And then I got to sit there and watch every single person, watch every single, their style of shooting, how they handled everything. So it was me working to learn how to set up stages, how stages go, and just watching people. It was a crazy way to spend my birthday. No one else would have did that. And it was cold out, but I did it because I wanted to learn. And I learned so much in those 2 days when I initially started my training with them. That began a series of 7 days, almost 7 days straight. I think I took like 2-3 days off, and then I came back and knocked out like 4 more days. So we're going to go through this video, which have already been like 12 minutes. Okay. We're going to go through this video, and I'm going to start dropping those videos in here. That's going to be pretty much from December the 2nd when I started training with them to December the 16th, my birthday, of the videos and stuff that goes on. And then I'll pop back up the next videos because I think the following day I took an LPVO class with them. I had a LPVO / long range class. Yeah, I won't even talk about that session. That session is going to come on the next video. But I will drop down in the notes the points. If you want to skip past all this talking, I should have said this in the beginning, and I will put that in the notes at the bottom, where you can jump to see each stage. Feel free, if you feel like it, to give me your feedback. Now, I'm past that point of what you saw, but if you feel a need to try to correct something from 3 months ago, go ahead and utilize that energy and drop it in the thing. But I just want to show y'all the journey of what it took for me to get to the tactical games and to get on the podium in 3 months. It is very possible if you're dedicated. So I hope you enjoy these videos. I have not watched since I first had them taken. I'm probably going to go back and watch them myself and probably laugh at like, yo, why were you moving like that? I do remember one of them that I was what do you call it? I was walking and shooting, and it wasn't walking and shooting. It's more like take a step, take a step, and then I was like doing. Now that I look at it, I remember that day. I was like, that was a horrible stage. Like, why were you moving like that? But I didn't know any better. So, and that's how you grow. That's how you grow. I grew a lot. I grew a lot really quick. So enjoy this, and then I will get the next video going for you all in a couple of days for December the 17th. Y'all have a nice day.
Yes, sir. Shooter ready. Yes, sir. Stand by. Stand by. Hit. Hit.
Take your time. All your shots left. There you go.
Hit.
Shots are left. Get the same spot. Anticipation. Take your time.
Hit. Drive to the next one.
Let's aim higher.
Hit. 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 Hit.
It's all right.
Hit. Hit. Hit.
You're all right.
Out. Are you ready?
You look tall.
Yes.
Stand by. Clear. Breathe. Guys, if you are clear.
So if you want to go ahead and
Fire.
point at that blue dot. All right. Shoot, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Stand by. In the box. In the box.
So it's like they're
Ah.